What's brackin', blood? How you living?
What's up, y'all? We're back here.
Yeah.
D&K Fadeaway Scoop.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
y'all for tuning in to all the other stuff, viewing what we had. Appreciate it. This is our video podcast here with a couple guests. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, please.
Hello. My name is Charlton Riley, host of the Utopia podcast. Coming today to join my boys, talking about some sports.
And I'm Daniel, and I don't host a podcast, but work with these dudes every day, so ready to get to it.
Yeah, so like Dylan said, welcome back, D&K Fadeaway School. This is our video podcast section where we'll just go a little bit into further detail of our previous blogs that you've read and seen about. So what are we going to start talking about first, guys?
Well, first off, I just kind of wanted to let y'all know again, we'll reinstate this, but our topic is, should college athletes get paid, and do they get paid on the table? My first thing I want to discuss is get our guests' opinions on that. Y'all go ahead and shoot. What's y'all's opinion on if they should or shouldn't get paid?
I think it's college athletics is one of the few areas where you have people making billions or millions and millions for NCAA or for a company or for schools, and they receive almost no money from it, legally at least. So I mean, it is kind of a tough thing because if you do pay them, they're really not amateurs anymore. Honestly, so it's tough for me. I don't really have a definite answer on it, but they make so much money for universities and for the NCAA as a whole. And you could type in Tua Tagovailoa into the NCAA's website and his jersey will pop up. It just won't have his name on it. It'll say Alabama number 13.
Yep.
So it's just like that when the NCAA knows what they're doing. They're putting these keyword searches in there. So, I mean, they do. I definitely think they get paid on the table. I don't even think anyone here is going to argue that. So that's my thing. Should they get paid? I don't know if I can say it straight up, but do they get paid? Yeah, they definitely get paid something.
Do you think?
Not all of them, but
Do you think they should though?
that's what I don't know, because it's tough. It's tough because I guess they make so much. Like Alabama football makes so much money for the University of Alabama. I mean, and should those players get paid? It's tough because that's why in basketball you're seeing one and done to the top players because they want to go make money. Because I mean, we know the NBA is an NBA league of people who might necessarily not have been in the best situations growing up.
Right.
So they want to get their one and done. They want to get their year and they want to go to the league and make money. So I think they should get maybe a little bit of the money. But then again, should a kid that plays lacrosse at Portland State, should he get paid?
Mm-hmm.
But
you know what I mean?
Lacrosse is a club sport. That's not on scholarship.
Well, that's not. That's some schools. It is an NCAA sport, right?
It's a club sport.
Okay. Well, should the
Swimmer at South Dakota State.
Should
That is actually a good example.
should a third string defensive lineman at Ohio State make the same money Nick Bosa would make? You know what I mean? How do you regulate that? So I think
Thinking about it like
Yeah.
that.
I think it would be. Everyone wants them to make money, I feel like, but then when you want to get to the logistics of it, does it make sense?
What about you, Dan?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say it's a lot harder question when you really get into like the details of it, right? And so I mean, we all work with like athletes every day, so like we see like the time and effort they put into it, and you really see, and then we also see how much people benefit from it from a financial standpoint. I mean, Charlton said it's a $1 million industry, and so seeing how much time these athletes put into it, and then they don't get any money from it, now, part of what makes college, setting apart from professionals that there's no money involved, right? And really, technically, there is money involved because they're on scholarship, right? Mm-hmm. They are making money they are technically making money from their scholarship, but I just think it's a tricky question. Like from one end, it's like, yeah, these guys should be getting paid, these athletes should be getting paid, but at the same time, it's like, as Charlton was kind of getting into it, like, how do you go about that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think another facet of that question is, I mean, isn't a free education payment enough? I think you could argue that because you have people taking $100,000 loans, student loans, that they're not paying back till they're 40, 50 years old. So, is that payment enough? You know, I mean, but we see in the off season. I mean, 6 a.m. weights, workouts.
I mean,
back in the gym, putting up shots yourself.
That leads back to our argument.
You know,
I think they should.
right, the scheduling.
It's tough. It's a full-time job. It's more than a full-time job because you can't do anything. You have a set time you have to be in class. You have to be in class.
And the merchandising they're
You know what I
selling
mean?
for you, bro, and you ain't receiving shit of that.
It's tough. It's a tough question, and it's just one of those things where Jay Bills especially tackles this argument every time he saw Jimbo Fisher make for $75 million. He says, but there's not enough money. He says it every time. I don't know if you guys follow him on Twitter. He says it all the time. And there's a new facility. When there's a new facility, it's $100 million facility. He's like, just repeat after me, everybody. There's not enough money. You know, he's saying not enough money to pay the players, and it makes you think, man. I don't know. You probably know better than me. I don't know. What do y'all think?
Being a college athlete, being the troll with the schedule, trying to have a social life, and then still having to do classwork, that's a ton, and it's hard to do.
I walk into the bookstore at UH and he says Houston number 10. I wonder whose number that is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I wonder why they have that number.
Exactly.
Not like number 1 player in the country is where's that number? You know what I mean? So
We'll move on from the topic. I appreciate y'all. Those were excellent answers. Exquisite. Honestly.
A+. The best.
So next, Quay, you can start this off since you kind of went into a little bit of a detail on it from our last blog, I should say, and that's what's your deal on Zion Williams?
Oh yeah, so phenom sensation. Dunking phenom Zion Williams. Up here.
I like that, Dan. I like that.
Right.
A little parody.
So Zion picked up by the Duke Blue Devils. He
talk about a stacked team.
Oh my goodness.
So
he's projected lottery coming out of college this year. There happens to be some scandal violations. The NCAA is looking to where Zion was getting offered different amounts of money towards universities, of which he had scholarships offered to, and which is kind of like the DeAndre Ayton thing as well. We see these teams. Obviously, you want the best recruits on your team. Everybody wants the best players. So, what are you gonna do to get that guy? And usually, it comes down to money.
Yeah.
What school did it end up offering him that? Because
Kansas, I think.
Exactly. And where did he end up going? Duke? Was he trying to escape that?
No. You really what I saw online, it was if Kansas offered him $100,000 and he didn't go there. What did Duke give him, bro? That's what I'm saying. You got $100,000.
Does he still have that $100,000 from Kansas? It's like
it's not like Kansas can come out and say, "Oh yeah, of course you
have to give it back."
You
have to give it back now.
It's not like they can be like, "Oh, he stole money." You can't really tell on him. You know what I mean? He gave him the money. He got his money. I was actually watching. I'll take the
So it's how much are these universities offering these big time recruits to come play for the team? You know what I'm saying? So
it's like they already know they're going to the pros, but they're just trying to win now too as a college, as a freshman. He's an 18
It's not like football either. You have this guy for a year. You know you only have him for a year.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's all part of the sales pitch. When they talk to guys like DeAndre Ayton and Zion, it's just hey man, we all know you're going pro after this 1 year. Just come here. We'll train you on what you need to know going into it, and we'll also give you X amount of dollars on the side. Cover your mom's car. Just things like that.
Rent.
Could that bring into the effect of them not being able to go pro straight out of high school too? And take that rule away after.
Well, you saw did you see the new rule for the G League?
We're gonna start paying high school players.
It's just because LeVar had the JBA.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we're being honest, LeVar started that.
LeVar.
If we're being 100% honest,
please.
Let me add something. And maybe this goes a little bit
what? Speaking of Zion, do you think he broke rules?
According to NCAA, yes, but at the same time,
was he brought up in that? He was named, right?
Yeah, he was specifically named, but I feel like he did technically the NCAA, but NCAA's got so many ridiculous rules that you can't even think about. Shoot, student athletes can't participate in a little flipping spin and draw. to win a freaking hat on campus. Like, are you kidding
Wow,
me?
really?
Yeah. Like,
Overrated.
so that's enough for that. I guess moving on to our next topic. So, next topic, I want to discuss this Adidas scandal we just got into with those 3 people getting convicted for paying recruits to go to Adidas sponsored college sports for basketball. I mean, what do y'all think about that? That is some crazy.
Patino cut the end of that stick, didn't he?
Exactly.
Wow.
That's crazy, bro.
That's wild.
It really is, bro.
Who is Adidas? Just Louisville? Like, who else is Adidas? That's a great question, bro. Do we have an Adidas team in our conference?
Is Arizona?
Tulsa,
Adidas?
maybe. Tulsa, maybe.
Arizona's
Nike, bro. Is Tulsa Adidas,
I
bro?
think so.
Memphis is Nike.
Yeah, Memphis is Nike. I think the only one in our
Cincy is
American conference is Adidas.
Under Armour?
Tulsa.
Since it's Under Armour?
Yeah.
Which else states Under Armour?
Maybe.
They are Under Armour this year. They have been Nike in the previous years. They just switched to Under Armour this year.
Them being Nike.
Well, anyway, we got Arizona State, East Carolina is in our conference there at Adidas College.
Oh,
Georgia Tech.
I finally switched. Isn't that crazy?
Kansas
More Russell.
now.
Georgia Tech had been with
I just-
Russell.
Kansas switched
Really? I
They have
didn't
been
really know
with
that.
Russell.
for so long. I wonder how long that deal was, bro.
It's like,
Okay,
okay,
who had Russell?
Georgia
Georgia
Tech.
Tech. They just switched to Adidas.
You didn't know that?
No.
Calvin Johnson played in Russell.
Oh,
Athletic
sorry,
Uniforms.
it's Kansas football.
Is Russell
Basketball.
is Russell like are they like headquartered in like Georgia like
That was crazy, bro.
Maybe
They were
so,
Russell.
bro.
You guys
held
like?
on for the longest.
Side note, do y'all like those Adidas jerseys that look the same but all have different schools? Like it's like bunched up. It's just a Adidas logo
I'm
right
gonna
here.
be honest, I hate anything Adidas. So,
Kanye
sorry
West.
Adidas, but
Love you, Easy.
I don't like Adidas.
I don't like Adidas at all.
Well, we're Jordan. One of 6 programs in the country. Go ahead.
So, but now, like,
Shout out K-Sam's.
how much do y'all think they were giving them?
I think Zion Williams got at least $150,000.
Well, not Zion. I'm talking about the Adidas people.
Oh,
Zion
Zion got a bag. He's one of the most hyped players
I know.
ever.
We're done talking
Easily.
about Zion.
Yeah. Sorry, Zion. I'm sorry. Sorry. Adidas. Oh, they were throwing a bag because they're just a $1 billion company. How much would you pay someone to go to Louisville?
To go to Louisville?
Yeah, I mean they won what 2 natties in that 190, 2 natties in the last 5
I mean,
or 6
with all
years.
the-
Still one from Michigan.
The ranging money from when it's coming out now is what, 150,000 to.
Well, they weren't getting Zion money.
Well, right, but
No
I'm
way.
saying, yeah, but still, like,
Raid money.
it's Adidas, it's a top.
I mean,
I'm gonna say the top,
they were definitely
the top
offering it
2
though.
sporting
Exactly.
good companies, man.
Obviously.
Yeah,
There's a difference between what they were paying and what they were willing to give. That they
Exactly.
they-
And if you think that value is going to be a lot much higher than what the cost is, then
Yeah.
you're going to give them, you know what I'm saying, what they want.
But it means a lot of times at the school, it's the boosters. It always is the boosters.
Yeah, boosters definitely play a big role.
The bag man's what they call them. I watched a documentary of this like a month ago. Really interesting. It was on YouTube. It was about Ole Miss in the Mississippi State football. About how they were playing once they were both paying the same player, and he ended up going to Mississippi State and he blew the door open on the
Talk
Ole
about a
Miss.
little bit of somewhat Mississippi State scandal here in a bit.
They both had big scandals. What scandal from
That's
Mississippi
just crazy. We're about to get to it this next topic now that this time limit just ran out.
State? Okay.
Anyway, Diaz is done. Next topic, I'll touch on it a little base, but we're going to discuss. I know he's been into I can't believe we're about to talk about this 'cause it's been about 12 years since the incident, but Cam Newton.
Cam.
Damn.
Good old.
Damn.
What give you the gist of that story, viewers? Apparently, his father was trying to, so-called trying to be agent in the future. Was trying to get Mississippi State to pay him to come there.
This
And
was
again,
after
this
he
is,
got in trouble, wasn't it? This was Dan Mullen, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is
yeah.
that moment.
It was Mullen.
So anyway,
Poor guy.
they're doing that. Anyway, but Cam, yeah, he just and where did he end up going? Auburn again. This is like a Zion situation. He ended up not going to this
Auburn.
the school that was
This
doing the
school that-
most.
Listen, guys, listen. They paid Cam.
You already know.
Auburn threw the bag. If you saw a 6'5" force of nature who could throw the ball 70 yards, I'd give him all my money too. I would give him if you saw someone, when you saw a quarterback where there was an open field tackle between me and the linebacker, and you probably bet on the quarterback to win that battle, I'd probably throw the bag at him too. I'd probably give him money.
Being honest, it's just
And he can throw with that fork most of the time without even using his legs.
Bro, he
He's
throws it
all
off
arms,
one leg.
bro.
He just. I don't get it.
I don't either, bro.
Cam Newton is a mutant.
He really is.
He is
bro.
insane.
He really
You don't see that bootleg he did last week? He just bootleg. He saw he was gonna score.
Shout out, Brown.
Just threw his legs up the last 5. There was arms up the last 5 yards. Like,
He's that freaking nature athlete, man.
It's
so rare.
yeah, he got paid.
Oh, you already know. Extremely.
He got paid.
Extremely. Alright, y'all. I really appreciate y'all doing this for us.
Yeah, man.
And
No problem.
it
Check
really
the
has.
camera.
I mean, shoot. Charlton, a pro over here, helping us out with this. And just, like I said, thank you. D&K Fadeaway Scoop. We out. I'm Dylan.
Clay Jones.
Get it.
I'm Charlton. All right, boys.
Good work.